It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our daily mission is to bring you the news that you can use right here throughout the world of HBCU sports and beyond. Our social media handles for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are all at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. It seemed like I've been on a vacation, but I really haven't been on a vacation. Had a lot of interviews that we had to get caught up with and was able to get them out to you guys. Have been responding like hotcakes to the Vance Singletary interview. Very good interview. Excited to see what his addition will do for the Panthers program. We also heard from Henry Miller, defensive coordinator for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, and we heard from Mark Frederick, recruiting coordinator and running backs coach for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. A lot of things still being juggled in the air. We'll discuss that a little bit further on today. And also, just an HBCU update, former Texas Southern president, Austin Lane, one of the three finalists for the Illinois State University Chancellor's position. So we're wishing him well on that end. We have a new feature that we've added to the team. We call him Roscoe. Roscoe will be giving us news and weather updates. Excited to have him on board. What we're going to do, we'll take us a break and we'll come back and hear Roscoe's report. We'll dive a little bit more into that. You're listening to the Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll pause for the calls and we'll be right back.
Serving the community through faith and athletics. The Open Mic Broadcast Network.
We'd like to take this time to recognize our sponsors and supporters at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Prairie View Athletic Club, Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Diva Skin Conditioner, Helping Hands Lawn Service. Thank you for your support of our local and regional coverage of student athletics here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Fans feeling unsafe without vaccine plays into revenue issue, with the distinct possibility of pro sports resuming in empty venues. A recent poll suggests a majority of U.S. fans wouldn't feel safe attending games anyway without a COVID-19 vaccine. According to the Seton Hall Sports Poll, 72% of Americans said they would not feel safe attending games without a vaccine, though the number dropped to 61% among people who identified themselves as sports fans. Nearly half the respondents in the poll, which had a margin of error of plus or minus 3.6 percentage points, said they either didn't follow sports closely or didn't follow sports at all. So even if fans are allowed back in stadiums or arenas, many may not come. And the financial losses in such a scenario will be significant without the revenue that comes from tickets, concessions and merchandise, among other things, even if money is flowing from lucrative media rights deals. If the NBA and NHL have to cancel the rest of their seasons and Major League Baseball and Major League Soccer play only half their regular schedules, the losses in fan-related revenue could reach $3 billion, according to Patrick Reish, director of the sports business program at Washington University in St. Louis. Those losses that I mentioned, both in ticket revenue and game day-related spending at the venues on food, beverage, parking, merchandise, you name it, that's money that's gone, Reish said. Even if money on tickets is credited to next season, it's still an opportunity lost. So it's pretty sizable. David Carter, a professor in the sports business school at Southern California, said there is a difference between a sports fan and a sports consumer. The latter is more likely to return whenever fans are allowed into venues. I can't imagine that the sports consumers, or you might call them the committed fans or the hardcore fans, they're not going to stay away for a year, Carter said.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We want to thank Roscoe. I like Roscoe. Now, the report that you just heard, of course, was a poll, and not all polls are etched in stone. However, they do have some validity. Now, you may have heard it was a 3.6% of margin of error. So it's good enough for us to continue on with the thought pattern connected to this story. Now, between 61 and 72% of people are not feeling comfortable about going back into a public gathering for such as a sporting event. And I could imagine concerts and whatever else would customarily draw a large audience. But there was something in this report that I don't want us to overlook. It was in reference to professional sports, not high school nor college. There are so many layers of money. There are so many opportunities that await that when I say exhaust every possible avenue, you can bet your bottom dollar that from the professional rank, that is going to be the case. Too much money hanging out there. We talk about the television deals, we talk about all of the other sideline pieces. But just on concession stands alone, could you imagine the money that is being missed? Heck, you can go get a hot dog, a beer, bag of popcorn, and spend 25, 30 bucks per person. And if you're having 50, 60, 70,000 people on an average of spending 30 bucks on some snacks, not to count the parking, and souvenir items that are picked up, they're going to figure this thing out. They're definitely going to figure this thing out. And for those who remain, i.e., non-professional sports programming, there's no need to rush in. Let's continue to sort through this, work it out, let it do what it's going to do. I know it's painful, it's hard, but it is best to walk cautiously than to jump in not fully prepared. And I know that the leadership that's in place are sorting these things out, and they're doing everything that they can within their power to bring us back our sports. But in due season, this too shall pass. We're going to take us another break. We'll come back with our closing thoughts and segments for today's episode. You listen to the Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We'll be right back. Open Mic Broadcast Network is an independent network that is dedicated to local community programming featuring sports, the gospel, community news, and much, much more. It is our endeavor to keep the community informed, enlightened, encouraged, and entertained. Our continued existence is solely predicated on those who donate toward our cause. The opportunity to give is a very simple process. You can visit our Open Mic Broadcast Network site at obnradio.com, click on the PayPal button, and become a supporter today. For those of you who would prefer to send in a donation, make all checks payable to Open Mic Broadcast Network, OPEN, capital MIC, Broadcast Network, P.O. Box 891, Prairie View, Texas, 77446. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spreading the word of the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics since 2002. And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show. As we come to our final segment for today's program, I want to remind you that we are on each and every day, Monday through Friday. You can catch us on the network 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Fridays, we feature Miss Sonia Stamps with She Say Sports. Saturday mornings, the Carlos Brown Show, 10 a.m. to 12 noon Central Standard Time. Coming soon on Sundays will be BJ Jones and the Barbershop. And Sunday 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can join yours truly for the Mike Prince Show live. We also have Brother Rob Butler with the Southland Report, and we're continually adding to the program format. So be sure to check out our website at obnradio.com for the latest and the greatest that's going on. You can also follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. We know and understand that the games may be delayed, but the stories are still happening. I am going to exit stage left for today. I am out of time for right now. I'm the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.